Welcome to Fluent Life Stories, the place where real stories teach you real English. If you are new here, subscribe now and join our growing family. Every week, we bring you a new story that inspires, teaches, and stays with you. Now let's begin today's story. In 1968, a man named Dick Fosbury walked onto an Olympic track. Every athlete before him jumped over the bar the same way, facing forward. But Dick did something strange. He turned his back to the bar. People laughed. Coaches shook their heads. Other athletes whispered, "That guy is crazy." But Dick Fosbury ignored every single voice. He ran, he jumped, he cleared the bar. And he won the Olympic gold medal. The crowd went silent, then they exploded with applause. Today, every high jumper in the world uses his technique. It is called the Fosbury flop. But here is the question nobody asks. What if Dick had quit the week before the Olympics? What if he had listened to the people who laughed? The world would never have known his name. Today, I want to tell you about the one moment most people quit, and why that moment is actually the closest point to success. Stay with me, because what comes next might change the way you see your own journey forever. This is the story of a man named Leo. Leo was 28 years old, living in a small apartment, working a job he didn't love. But he had one dream. He wanted to become a freelance graphic designer. So every night after 8 hours at his day job, Leo came home, sat at his small desk, and worked on his dream. He watched tutorials, he practiced new skills, he built a portfolio, he sent his work to clients. He did this for 12 months. 12 months of late nights. 12 months of tired eyes and cold coffee. 12 months of waking up early and sleeping late. And after all of that, after 365 days of hard work, he had 2 small clients and almost no money. One evening, Leo sat at his desk and stared at his screen. He didn't open his laptop. He just sat there in the dark and thought. "This is not working," he whispered to himself. "I have tried everything. I have given everything, and nothing has changed. Maybe I am just not talented enough. Maybe this dream was never meant for me." That night, Leo made a decision. He decided to quit. The next morning, he told his friend Maria. He expected her to say, "I understand. You tried your best." But Maria didn't say that. She looked at him and asked one quiet question. "Leo, do you know what happens to bamboo in its first 4 years?" Leo shook his head slowly. "Nothing," she said. "You plant the seed, you water it every day, you take care of it, but for 4 years you see nothing above the ground, nothing, just soil." Leo listened carefully. But underground, something incredible is happening. The roots are growing deeper and deeper. They are getting stronger every single day. And then, in the 5th year, the bamboo shoots up 90 centimeters in just 6 weeks. She paused. "Leo, you are the bamboo. You cannot see your roots, but they are growing every single day." Leo was silent for a long moment. Then he went home, sat at his desk, and opened his laptop. He made himself one small promise that night. He called it his 1% rule. Every day just 1% better, not perfect, not fast, just 1% better than yesterday. 6 months later, Leo had 10 regular clients. 1 year later, he left his day job. 2 years later, he was earning more money than he ever had before. All because he didn't quit on that one dark evening. Leo's story is not unusual. Every day, talented and hardworking people quit their dreams, not because they are weak, but because they don't understand why progress feels invisible. There are 3 main reasons. The first reason, the plateau of latent potential. Latent means hidden, something that exists but cannot be seen yet. When you work hard, the results don't always appear immediately. Your progress is real, but it is happening underground, like Leo's bamboo. You are building skills, habits, strength, and knowledge that you cannot see yet. But most people stop here, right before the breakthrough. They water the bamboo for 4 years, and stop just before year 5. The second reason, the comparison trap. We look at other people's success and think, they made it so fast, why is it taking me so long? But we only see their highlight reel, not their hard years. We see their success on a Monday morning. We never see the 5 years of failure, rejection, and doubt that came before that Monday. Comparing your beginning to someone else's middle is never fair to you. The third reason, the fear of failure. This one is quiet. It hides deep inside us. Sometimes people quit, not because they are tired, but because quitting feels safer than trying and failing. If you quit, you can tell yourself, I chose to stop. But if you try with everything you have and still fail, that feels more painful. So the mind whispers, stop now, protect yourself. But that kind of protection is a prison with no door. Here is the truth that most people are afraid to hear. The pain of quitting is permanent. The pain of trying is temporary. When you quit, one question follows you for the rest of your life. What if I had continued just one more day? That question never fully disappears. It visits you at night. It sits with you in quiet moments. But when you keep going, even slowly, even imperfectly, even when no one is watching, something quietly changes inside you. You begin to trust yourself. You discover that discipline is not punishment. Discipline is the greatest gift you can give to your future self. And here is the most beautiful secret of all. The journey itself is the reward. You are not the same person you were when you started. Every day you chose to show up, you became stronger. Every day you chose to continue, you became more capable, more confident, more resilient. The goal at the finish line is wonderful. But the person you become on the way there, that is what no one can ever take from you. Dick Fosbury didn't just win a gold medal. He changed his sport forever. Because he didn't quit the day people laughed. Before you go today, I have one small task for you. Just one. Write down one reason you started. Not 10 reasons, not a big plan, just one sentence. The reason you began this journey. Put it somewhere you will see it every single morning. That is your 1% for today. Because small steps, taken every day, build extraordinary lives. If this story helped you today, please share it with one person who needs to hear it right now. If you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a story. This is Fluent Life Stories. Until next time, keep going. Your bamboo is growing.